Welcome to Fuji's farmstead. It is June 20th and we're going to do a garden tour. It's summer solstice and the weather's finally starting to heat up, and so things are starting to bloom, and they took a little bit of time to kind of get going, but we're really excited to walk around the garden and show you what is new. So over here we've got cosmos that we started from seed. And these are just so pretty. And I planted them down the row of grass. So you can see these ones are really pretty. These are the apricota cosmos from Johnny's seed. Very pretty. And these have just kind of been blooming and blooming. And I wish I had planted more, but I'm excited for what we've got here. Our bear's lime tree is starting to fruit again, which is exciting. There's a lot of little babies there. And I believe this plant right here is some wildflower seeds that I scattered in this area over the winter time. And I just think they're so pretty. I thought that they were a weed at first, but I'm glad that I did not pull them because they are just like this pretty blue color. And I looked it up on a plant app, and it's a California native that's in the borage family. So I really like those, and it's just kind of scattering all over this hill. And then we've got our grapefruit tree here and a Myer lemon tree here. And then these are Bachelors Buttons. So there's a mix in here, but what I'm really excited about is this really pretty black one. I think that's really, really cool. Over here we have our raised beds, and here we've got some chamomile. We've got some purple opal basil that we started from seed and some tarragon. These are our lettuce leaf basil. We've got some more chamomile. I've got a dahlia right there. And then we've got some tomatoes. And I don't remember what variety these were because things got really busy and they kind of got mislabeled. So we'll see what those turn out to be. And then this nasturtium I started from seed from Baker Creek, and I really like this like purple color, and I love that it is trailing. And over here we've got another tomato and another tomato growing up this arch. And then I just love this one too, this like peach color, and it's also, I think, a trailing variety. And then we've got some mint over here. Over here, we've got a bunch of dahlias. So we've got some Cafe au lait and some Romance mix. And then this is the Floret Bee's Choice dahlias. And when there was a couple that were blooming, and it was really, really pretty. This one is really pretty. It's like a light pale yellow. Over here, we've got a banana tree that was a pup of this large banana tree right here. And I just dug it out and I planted it right here. We've got some rosemary and this beautiful black-eyed Susan vine that that we trained up the chain link fence to cover it, and I think it's really, really pretty. And then we've got our bay leaf tree, our very large banana tree here. Whoop. We've got some ginger over here. And then over here are all of these beautiful apples that are getting quite large. So this one is the Anna apple. And this one is also an Anna apple. This one is the Dorset Golden apple. Another Dorset Golden apple. This one is a Fuji apple, and there aren't any fruit, but it looks really healthy. Oh, I guess there's one little one right here. Looks super healthy. It's got a lot of leaves. And then this one probably looks the best out of all of them. So they've got all these beautiful apples. Right here. And this is another banana pup that I transplanted right over here. We've got our mango tree over here. And this is our Ruby Supreme guava. And it fruited for us all winter long. And I thought it was done, but there's more fruit, which is so exciting. And then we've got some berries over here. I planted it on this side of the chain link because they're thorny and I didn't want to get snagged on them. But we've got a, what are they? It's the golden raspberry and then a blackberry over there. And then this is our fruit cocktail tree that has some kind of disease or fungus. So I pruned it quite a bit on this side. So I don't think we're gonna get any peaches this year, unfortunately, but it looks like the nectarine has a bunch of little baby fruits. So hopefully this disease doesn't take it out, but hopefully we get some fruit from here. And then we've got our passion fruit, and this is our bacon avocado. And there were a bunch of, oh, here, look, there's a little baby. I don't know if it's gonna stay on there or fall off. This was just a Costco tree. I think I paid $25 for it, and I planted it last year, and it's doing really good. So I'm very impressed with this very immature tree, and maybe we'll get like a couple fruit from it. And then this is our tiger stripe fig right here. And this I found out from the old owners that lived here. I know the owners, and they did say that it was a black mission fig is what this is. So that was exciting to find that out. And our Santa Rosa plum. And our beautiful passion fruit with a ton of beautiful flowers. And look, we've got a little passion fruit. So I'm really excited to make some fun things with passion fruit this year. I want to try doing maybe like a passion fruit lemon bar. That sounds really good. But it's also just very pretty to cover a chain link fence like this. It creates a little bit of privacy, but you can still see through it, which I like because I kind of like saying hi to my neighbors and that sort of thing. And then these are our China asters that we started from seed. And here are some stalk that are finally blooming. And apple blossom snapdragons. And this is our Myer lemon tree that looks like it's going for another round. So I'm really excited about getting some more citrus. And then this is our Limonada celosia from Floret that I just planted. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. And then this is the California native wildflower mix that I spread in this area, and then it just kind of went wild. I looked it up and I think it's part of the borage family. But I just love how it's like this bright blue color and there's bees all over it. Very pretty. And then here we've got our kaffir lime tree that's getting bigger. And we've got a couple little zinnias that made it from the round that I did. I think I planted the zinnias a little too early. And then I love these apricota cosmos. And these, I believe, are the bicolor double puff mix of cosmos. Okay, so then if we go out here, oh, the calla lily. The calla lily is still blooming, which is exciting. All right, so over here, we've got our pink jasmine espalier, which it's done blooming for now, but I think it blooms again in the fall. And then over here, our Mystic Spires is looking really good. And I'm really excited about this. This is our Costco hydrangea that I planted and I thought it died, but it's blooming, which is very exciting. And here is another one right here. And then over here, I planted this wisteria probably like a year ago, and I planted two, one on either side of this arch, and a gopher ate one of them. But this one is starting to climb up the trellis, which I'm super happy about. And hopefully we get some blooms from them soon. And then over here, this is the avocado tree that my sister started from seed. And it looks really healthy. This passion fruit is trying to strangle it. No fruit, but looking good. And then our artichoke that we planted this year, and this one looks like it's done. And I want to let this one go to flower to see what that looks like. And then over here, this is like our mini cut flower garden. And I planted some celosia. This is the pink one. And then we've also got some yarrow over here that just started to bloom, which is really pretty. And then this is the dill ami. So this is supposed to be for like a cut flower and for bouquets. And I think it's really, really pretty. Over here, these are our peppers that we planted in this terrible soil. And I wasn't sure if they were gonna grow here, but these were all of my extra peppers that I had. I just had a bunch of extras that weren't gonna fit over by the deck. So I planted them here and they're doing really good. And you can see there's a bunch of little baby fruit. This is, I think, the Boina mulata, or there's like a purple one right here. And then over here, I've got like a nice pepper. So I'm very surprised that these actually worked out. This was just kind of a bonus if it ended up working out. Oh, and then this is a gladiola bulb that I planted. Look how pretty that is. It's got some ants on it, but I think the gophers ate most of them. I planted a bunch down this row. And then the lavender is actually looking really pretty. I planted this last year. And we've got some grapes over here. And I was attempting to grow melons over here and something kept eating them. So I put these little like dog rings that I got at Target for $1. It looks like only one melon made it. So we'll see what we do in this area. So over here is where we planted our pumpkins. And our corn. So I think that's so fun. So I didn't realize this because last year I just planted one type of corn. But I was watching a video, I think it was Epic Gardening, and he said that they pollinate each other. So you're not supposed to plant different types of corn right next to each other because then they'll like pollinate each other and then create a weird variety. So unfortunately, I planted like 4 different types of corn here. So I don't know if these are going to turn out, but it's really pretty. And I'm just glad that I was able to find out that it was really easy. I just put some soil on top of this really bad rocky soil, and then I put the seeds in the ground with a little bit of drip, and then they're actually like the easiest thing I've tried to grow this year. I've tried direct sowing like cucumbers and a number of things, and they've been struggling, but the corn, it just, even with this like weird kind of garden bed situation, I think it looks really pretty. So we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know if they come out really weird and not edible. But yeah, we're just learning. So Fuji, Fuji, Fuji. Yes. The bougainvillea is continuing to grow into our like little driveway area. So I'm gonna need to cut this back, but someone had a great idea to train it along the fence. So I tried doing that, but I don't know, the fence is kind of falling over. This was just a temporary fence to keep Fuji in so he could hang out with me in the front yard. So we'll see what we do with the bougainvillea in the future. And then over here, this is like our market style garden. And the nasturtiums are almost done. And they have all these cute little caper. Well, like I heard you can make like nasturtium seeds into kind of like you can pickle them and make them into capers, which I think is so fun. Or I could just let them sit here and hopefully reseed for next year. And then over here, I just planted some tomatillos that we started from seed. And then over here, I've got a few eggplants that we started from seed. Our potatoes did get eaten by the gophers, but it looks like this purple version came back. So hopefully we get some potatoes. And then our cabbages really need to be harvested. I've just been really busy, but I'm gonna harvest these cabbages soon and do something fun with them. Maybe try and do like a ferment or something like that. And then this is so funny. It's like, so this is a pumpkin that I grew last year in this area, and then I left a pumpkin right here, and it just it started itself a while ago, and it's the best looking pumpkin out of all of the pumpkins I've tried to grow. It was actually growing all up here, and then something came through and ate a bunch of them. Probably like a raccoon or rats or something like that. So I haven't even watered this once, and I'm like, look at it, like it's crazy. And there are a bunch of pumpkins, like huge pumpkins. Look at that. It's crazy. Like look at that. So something ate part of it, but I feel like we've got plenty to share, so that's okay. Over here, we've got trying to make like a wall of tomatoes over here. So these are the sun gold. And I've just been picking these and eating them. They're the only ones that have really been ripe. And then I've got another one in here, and I already forgot to label. Well, I labeled them and then the Sharpie came off of it. So I don't know what kind this is, but I can look it up once they get ripe. But there's a bunch of beautiful tomatoes. So hopefully by next month, we'll find out what these are. Yeah, there's just it's kind of a wild jungle over here. And over here, I planted some more tomatoes, and I just got busy, and I don't know what kind of tomatoes they are, but I'll find out once they start producing. And then we've got a bunch of strawberries in here, which were getting eaten by like the slugs and stuff. But hopefully now that it's getting warmer, maybe, I don't know, things really like these strawberries. And then these are my wild tomatoes that I'm just letting go wild because I got busy and then they just started going crazy. So we're just letting them do their thing. And then this is our garlic. And I do need to harvest this garlic soon, like today or tomorrow. And then this is our other pepper bed. And what's funny is the pepper bed in the wild, they look like they're doing better than these that are in the good soil. So who knows? We'll see what happens there. And then these are our sweet potatoes that we started from slips. And now that it's heating up, they're starting to look really good. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next month. Good job, Fuji!